This is a message for artists, but not just any artist, but artists who love to be outdoors, artists who love to be outside in nature with their easel, capturing the beauty of nature. This video is about painting in nature, which is called plein air painting. In it, I'm going to talk about the best possible way you can learn to do outdoor painting or how you can get so much better at painting than you are now. If you watch this, you'll be a better outdoor painter. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Eric Rhodes, and I am the founder of a magazine called Plein Air. It's all about plein air painting. I'm a painter myself, but I love producing great stories to help others become better at painting. I also love teaching artists how to sell more paintings. That's where I really shine. I put all my years of experience as a radio broadcaster and my years of owning my own businesses and starting several companies to work to show artists how to make a great living. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal some things to you that I believe will make you a better painter. It's my goal to help every painter grow because when we're all better, we're making the perception of plein air painting even better. Plus, when you're making your paintings better, you'll be able to raise your prices and sell more paintings. So it's worth investing a few minutes to learn how to get better, right? Before we start, let me tell you how I ended up as a plein air painter and as the publisher of a magazine about painting. I was about 40 years old, and it seemed like all I did was work. I had remembered painting as a child, so I went out and I bought a set of paints and tried to do a painting, but it came out horrible. I could not figure out how to get what was in my head onto the canvas, so I got frustrated and gave up. Thankfully, my wife noticed, so one of the greatest gifts she ever gave me was a lesson at the local art center. I showed up, and the instructor said, "Express yourself. Just throw some paint on the canvas." This was not what I wanted to do. So I said to the instructor, "Can you show me how to paint something real, like a bottle or something?" He scolded me and said, "No one does that anymore." So I quit the class. Why was this the greatest gift ever? Well, as luck would have it, I was on a 2-hour taxi ride because my car broke down. The cab driver and I started talking, and he told me that he was an artist. So I told him the story. He then told me of a man who lived in my area who was a real painter, a painter who was trained in Italy and who trained under some of the best artists in the world. So I went to this man and he taught me to paint properly. It was life-changing. We started by copying posters of great masterworks of art. That was a real eye-opener because suddenly I realized how difficult it was to paint like that. I remember going to a museum on a business trip and seeing a Bouguereau painting. When I saw it, I wept because I knew how hard it had to be to paint it. Anyway, I studied with this man for years till my job took me to another city. Though I had a busy job, I would paint every night and weekend in the back bedroom. That is, until my wife got pregnant with triplets. Suddenly, she could not stand the smell of paint and asked me to get the smell of paint out of the house. So I moved into the garage, but she could still smell it. My only option was to go outside. So I dragged my studio easel and a card table and a chair and a couple of boxes of stuff out to the golf course to do a painting. It was a disaster. My canvas blew off my easel and ruined what I had painted. Plus, the light was changing, the wind was blowing, and my painting looked different once I brought it inside. About that time, I learned about plein air painting. I had never before heard the term. I could not find any classes or instructors and hardly anyone doing it. Then I got lucky and learned about an event where there were about 100 painters gathered for a few days of lessons at a farm. Because of this, I thought there was a movement of people doing plein air painting, but there was no magazine I could find that even talked about it. Since I made my living as a publisher, it was a natural thing. Now, there's a lot more to the story, but I won't bore you with it now. The point is, I became a plein air painter and the publisher of a magazine called Plein Air. Today, there is a major art movement of people who like to go outside to paint. I call it the new golf because you are outside, it's very social because you make lots of friends, and it's challenging. But I'm concerned about this movement. You see, it may not last. That would be a tragedy. I am driven to fight to not allow that to happen, but it is all rooted in quality. You see, when I started the magazine, there were 3 or 4 plein air events nationwide. Today, there are hundreds. With so many events and so many painters, we must always make sure the quality is the best, because we cannot afford to see the reputation of plein air painting come to stand for lower quality. It is critical that we keep every artist growing and getting better so people say that plein air is high quality. But there is so much more to keeping the movement alive, which I'll talk about in a couple of minutes. That's why I think every artist who is alive and painting outdoors needs to work toward improving their work, even if they don't sell their work. You see, if you're painting outdoors and in a public place with people around you seeing your work, it needs to be the best it can be so that plein air painting's reputation is upheld by every painter, whether or not they sell their paintings. Because of this, I am driven to train as many painters to upgrade their skills as fast as possible. So, I'm going to assume if you're watching this, you are either interested in plein air painting or you're already a plein air painter. If you're new to it, congratulations. It's a load of fun and very satisfying. If you're already a painter, no matter how good you are, you can always get better. So how do we solve this problem of keeping people getting better as painters? How do we help a lot of painters grow fast? Well, I had an idea. You see, there are painters all over the world, and most of us never get to meet many of them other than those in our local community. And I think it's important to know them because we can learn from one another. Plus, I think it's important for us all to be part of the bigger community of plein air, so we can grow together, learn together, have fun together, and work toward keeping the movement alive and growing while keeping the quality high. I had this dream one night about a dinner party of famous painters. Around the table was Claude Monet, John Singer Sargent, Joaquin Sorolla, Anders Zorn, Edgar Payne, and some others. Everyone was laughing, telling stories, and sharing ideas about painting. Sargent was demonstrating how he got his bold brush strokes. Sorolla was showing how he made the sunlight pop on human flesh. Zorn was showing how he managed to get such depth of color with only 3 colors. Everyone was sharing, laughing, and learning. When I woke up, I thought, that's it. I need to create the ultimate dinner party for artists. That's when I came up with the idea of the plein air convention. I would invite everyone to a beautiful spot to paint together. I would invite the Sorollas and Sargents of today to teach. And we would create an environment where people could break bread and share ideas. When I went to my team and told them the idea, they told me all the reasons I should not do it. The biggest being that if I failed, I would lose everything because it's such a giant financial risk. My accountant urged me not to do it. But I believed in the idea, so I created the first one. Thankfully, it worked. Whew! Now we're about to do our 6th one, this time in San Diego, which is one of the world's most beautiful places to paint. You have the ocean, cliffs splashed with orange sun, lighthouses, crashing waves, classic old buildings and haciendas. It's stunning. We'll all be together for 5 days, and this is what the experience is like. First, you can show up a day early and take one of 2 optional pre-convention workshops. One of them is for beginning plein air painters, and the goal is to save you 2 years of experimentation. We have the best instructors who walk you through the very basics and everything you need to know about supplies, easels, what works and what does not work outside, how to pack light, and how to paint outside using oil, watercolor, pastel, and even sketching. This workshop starts the morning of the convention and ends before the convention starts. The other pre-convention workshop is always one of the world's top masters. In this case, it's Kwang Ho, who is an amazing master painter whose work is filled with energy. He will show you how he starts a painting, show you all his principles about composition, light, and creating a great piece, and he will demonstrate doing actual paintings a couple of times. Then, about an hour before the opening ceremony, we hold an orientation for all the new people. We tell you exactly what to expect and how to get the most out of it. And then we ask if anyone is alone and does not know others. And if you participate, we put you in small groups of about 6 people, so you have people to go to lunch and dinner with. People have told me they have made great lifelong friends as a result of this orientation. So, if you're just showing up at the convention, you pick up your badge and a bag of goodies. Then you walk through the giant expo hall of art materials. You'll find everything there, plus things you won't see in most art stores that are specific to plein air painting. You can find anything you need: easels, paints, brushes, canvas panels, lights, frames, and lots more. Then you go into this big, giant room, which has a stage and 2 giant high-definition screens. Then we begin the convention. This year, we're going to do something really unique and fun. We're opening with our game show called Plein Air Wars. It's like the Cupcake Wars on TV, only messier. We'll bring 6 painters on stage, 3 men and 3 women. It will be the guys against the girls. Each will have to do a painting out of their head within 30 minutes, and they have to use their non-dominant hand. So, if they are right-handed, they have to use their left hand. Oh, and we're giving them each a set of very loud and unique colors they are not used to using. The best paintings will be decided by the audience, who will decide if it's the men or the women. Then we will pick a grand prize winner who will get an amazing prize. Once Plein Air Wars is over, we will present the annual winner of the Plein Air Salon, giving away $15,000 cash to the grand prize winner, plus lots of other cash prizes to the winners. Then we will present a Lifetime Achievement Award to painter Carl Dempwolf, who will speak about painting. After that, well, I can't say, but we're working on a special surprise. Then we all have drinks and hors d'oeuvres together and call it a night. Then lots of people hang out in the lobby and stay up late. The next morning starts very early. That's when I present the first of 3 mornings of Art Marketing Boot Camp. It's different every year, and I make it my goal to bring fresh ideas to artists who want to sell more artwork. This year, I'll show everyone how to get 30 to 100% growth from doing 3 simple things. I am also going to do a new session called The Ultimate Retirement: How to Be a Successful Artist and Build a Career Fast. Oh, and on the 3rd day, I have a special guest who is amazing. That will be announced soon. After Art Marketing Boot Camp, we all come into the main ballroom for homeroom, where I make announcements. Then we all go off to the stages we want to see. The oil painters stay in the big room, the watercolor people go off to their room, the pastel people to their room, and others to our demo stage, which has a variety of demonstrations. You can go to any room you want at any time. You have full access to everything. We have lots of top artists on stage doing demonstrations or presentations, and then we break for lunch, where you can go off with your new or old friends. Then more learning for the afternoon. In the early afternoon, we end the indoor sessions, and we all go outside the hotel and paint around the marina, which has amazing views of the skyline of San Diego, the mountains, and lots of beautiful boats. It's really fun to see close to 1,000 painters painting together. It's fun to walk around and see how others approach the same scene. The best part is that we have faculty members in bright colored hats, signs, and flags, so they get noticed. They walk around offering help, critiques, or whatever you need. All you have to do is flag them down. Sometimes they will set up and do a demonstration so you can watch. Once we're done painting, you can go off to dinner and then come back for evening sessions if you've got the energy. In the evenings, we offer critiques of paintings by top artists. You can learn even when they critique someone else's painting. We also have specialty sessions, like how to paint a cloud or a tree or water, and so on. Each day of the convention is like this. We start with Art Marketing Boot Camp, then we're inside for part of the day and outside painting together for part of the day. Then back inside at night, plus hanging out in the bar if you want. I should also mention that we have an art show of works for sale from the faculty, from their demonstrations, and from attendees. We invite local collectors, and we usually sell a lot of paintings. It's a great way to get great prices on great paintings from some amazing artists. When you register, you'll be given a chance to rent an easel for the art show. You can do as little or as much as you want each day. Our goal is to over-deliver so you have something to keep you busy from sunrise till bedtime. On the second to last day, we do end our indoor sessions with an official closing. Then we spend a half-day painting together in San Diego. Then at night, you return for our closing party, which has a live band so we can cut loose after a week of hard work. This year, we have a Beach Boys theme party, and we hope you'll wear a Hawaiian shirt or skirt. After the party, there is usually an after-party party in the lounge. By then, everyone has grown very close. On the last day, there are no indoor sessions. We meet early at our painting locations, and we paint all day. Then those who linger for the night are up late again, while others make their way home. That is the Plein Air Convention in a nutshell. When you come, you'll learn so much that it's like a fire hose into a teacup. But the magic is that each day you can try the things that you've learned so they get cemented in your mind. You will make new friends, you'll laugh a lot, and you'll paint as part of history as we once again break a world's record for the most number of people painting outdoors together. In fact, art historian Jean Stern told me that in the future, people will look back on the Plein Air Convention and wish it was still going on. He said the artists there today will be the most collectible artists in the future, some who have not yet been discovered. We have an amazing lineup of artists who are some of the best in the entire world, though I cannot mention them all. People like James Gurney, Jill Carver, Kwang Ho, Jeremy Lipking, Rose Schuring from Holland, Kathy Anderson, Veliko Gurkovic from Serbia, Carol Marine, Thomas Kegler, Stephanie Birdsall, Michael Godfrey, Tim Soliday, Charlie Hunter, Gil Dillinger, Scott W. Pryor, and about 75 or 80 once we're done. Take a look at our webpage for the up-to-date list. So why should you attend? First, you want to always be growing as a painter. For the price of a single workshop, you get 5 days and close to 80 total instructors. You can sample dozens of approaches and styles and see what works for you, and you can elevate your own painting. Second, you can meet the people you have read about. Many of them will work with you when we're outside painting. Third, this is one of the great art materials shows. Lots of plein air specific products you won't find in stores. Fourth, you will be brought up to date on important ways you can elevate your sales as an artist, how you can increase your business, and how you can design the ultimate artist retirement business. Plus, you'll paint outside with 1,000 new friends and be part of history. But most important, you'll be playing a role in keeping the plein air movement alive. You can return to your community and help elevate the quality because you'll be part of the 1 or 2% of the entire plein air community who ever gets to attend this life-changing event. I know you expect me to tell you all the reasons to attend, but let me share just a couple of others. Linda Richishi says, last year was my first year. It really helped me to see what I'm already good at and where I need to upgrade. I've already noticed a huge improvement in my work, and I'm anxious to paint and learn with the best again. I loved everyone I met, and I can't wait to make new friends. It was worth the investment. I see progress, and I am selling more work than ever, so I am going to San Diego. Karen Doyle says, I'm returning to PACE for the second year because the first time was life-changing, and I know the second time will continue to challenge me, motivate me, inspire, and connect me even further. It was a sacrifice to leave my 2 children and take a week's vacation from work to come. Would I do it again? I took some time to reflect after I returned home and re-entered my day-to-day life. Like many first-timers, I learned I'd been overwhelmed with new knowledge and experiences from my week at PACE. I learned so much, things I did not know that I didn't know. Of course I would return, I soon realized. All of the friends that I met there are returning as well. I look forward to meeting new artists that I've read about or follow and learning new things and growing exponentially from the PACE experience again. Can't wait. Shen Hui Ho says, I'm going to attend for the first time. Why? I'm excited but a bit scared at the same time because I don't know what to expect. I have watched 4 marketing bootcamp DVDs and they changed my life. Now I am officially on my way as a professional artist. So I knew I wanted to come to thank Eric in person. I also look forward to meeting artists I've admired for a long time, and I can't wait to make new friends and paint with artists from around the world. Mike Simpson says, this is my second PACE, last year being my first. Coming back was a no-brainer. The energy, the camaraderie, the vendors. Oh, did I mention the great demos? Oh, and the great places to paint? Joan McPherson says, participating in PACE is like taking a drink from a fire hose. You cannot take it all in, but what you do attend extends your understanding of the art arena. Demonstrations and talks, art marketing bootcamp, and shopping opportunities are all positives. Observing outstanding artists and making new artist friends encourages you to give your own efforts an even higher priority. This is a win-win week that will enhance your perspective of the possible. Gloria Chadwick says, this will be number 6 for me. Why? It is the biggest opportunity to learn and share with others with the same outdoor enthusiasm. Biggest bang for the buck. Dangerously good vendor deals. Everyone is so gracious, no egos, no pressure, lots of self-disclosures about painting ups and downs told with humor. Always great and close locations to get out and practice the newly learned skills. Francis Pampayan says, I'm coming back to PACE to see all my artist friends from around the world that I met on previous events. We attend the workshops and classes together. We learn new things about art, and we have so much fun together. The camaraderie is amazing. Kathleen Gray Farthing says, last year was my first year attending PACE. There was so much to take in. I have to go back this year now that I have a better idea of what to expect. Besides getting to see and hear as many great demos as I can, I want to take advantage of the opportunity to meet so many artists I have only seen online. For new attendees, be prepared to fill every minute of every day. Oh, and one more thing. Take home cool goodies too. Sandy Carter says there's nothing like it anywhere. Where else can I learn new techniques and new skills at my age? And it's my vacation, just for me. Sissy Jones says it expands the creative mind and even my husband lawyer's mind. It is the only place to be in April. Cannot wait. We will both be there. Believe me, I am honored to read notes like this. You have my 100% satisfaction guarantee that if you come, you too will have similar experiences. Great learning, great friendships, great energy, and complete inspiration and motivation from attending. You must be thrilled and have an amazing experience. But if you don't, come to me on the end of the first day, and if it's not for you, I'll refund your money and send you on your way. You will have so much fun, learn so much, see so many amazing painters, make so many new friends that you'll have a better experience than you could possibly ever anticipate. I guarantee it. I'd like you to come. I love it when new people come. But there is one thing you should know. Last year we sold out. The year before we sold out. And the year before that. So far, we have sold almost 100 more seats than this exact time last year. And if this keeps up, we could sell out very soon. Last year, I had to turn a lady away who flew down, assuming she could register on location. It was one of the hardest things I ever had to do, but the fire marshal told the hotel we had reached our maximum attendance, and if we went one person over, they would close it down. Don't let that happen to you. There are not a lot of seats left, and they will be gone soon. Click the register button right now. It will be one of the greatest decisions of your life to further your passion for plein air painting. Where else can you get almost 80 instructors for the price of a single workshop? So in theory, this should cost tens of thousands to attend because you're getting so much more than a single workshop. If you love plein air painting, if you want to see the plein air movement continue, if you care about quality of other painters and your own quality, if you want to be able to proudly say, yeah, I painted that, knowing that others are marveling at what you painted, and if you want to grow as a painter, or if you have a need to learn plein air painting from the start, this is the best opportunity to do those things and make new friends and get great deals on merchandise for plein air artists and be a part of painting history and San Diego history. If you delay, there is a risk you might not get a seat because this is Southern California, and because there are so many painters in California, these seats won't last much longer. San Diego is an amazing place to paint, and it's not every day the plein air convention is in their backyard. Sign up right now. You have my word you'll not regret it. And if you do, you have my solid guarantee. Hit the register button right now. Do not delay. I'm grateful for your time. Thank you.